So my topic is BMI chart. All of you have seen this before? So when you studied here, was this used for taking the classes? Was it used? Yeah? Till now not used. During the sessions when the acharyas took, did anybody use this? No, no, that's what I'm asking. See, this chart is very famous as BMI chart. See here, BMI. You can see? Very famous. It became famous because thousands and thousands and thousands of people who used to listen to Gurudev saw this always near Gurudev when he used to take classes. And the whole Vedanta, Swamiji would explain through this chart. Okay. So when I was also listening to Gurudev, this chart was the main thing. So he will have of course it will be a bigger one and nicely, huge stage. Imagine, huge stage. Some 10,000 people are sitting in front. And then that huge stage, you will have a big chart. So Gurudev will be sitting here, and then he will have you remember, I don't know whether you, in transistors and all, there used to be one antenna, and you can expand and then reduce it. Like that, he used to have a huge one, and you can expand that. And tip of it, there used to be like, one tennis ball, not this tennis ball, that not the yellow one. If you had played that, one kind of tennis is there, no? Where is a soft ball, and that used to be there. Even if you see Gurudev's videos and all, you will find this with that. And then Gurudev would be continuously moving with this. So this was always, and then after a shloka is explained or one is over, he'll keep doing like this. So these are the memories we have of this BMI chart. And everything he used to explain with this. Everything. So that was how this BMI chart is very famous. This BMI chart, see, you all know Pujya Gurudev started his seva, his missionary work in 1951. Right? All of you are aware of it. Where did he start his work from? From Pune. But from 1951 onwards, this was not there. When it started was when Gurudev went for his overseas talk. First time when Gurudev left for world tour. Various places he went, UK, I think some places, I do not know exact, that you can find out. But he went to many places, UK, US, other countries also Gurudev had gone. And Swamiji had to speak to university students. So he tried explaining, and then there was difficulty in comprehending for these youngsters. And all these terms and so many things. So what Swamiji did was, he created this chart. So in 1965, this BMI chart was born. 1965. Hmm? And the first time it came out was in universities. And then Swamiji found out that with this chart, people are able to understand better Vedanta. You will also see for yourself. And once he saw that everybody are finding comprehension, studying Vedanta with BMI chart easier, immediately he brought it to Yajnashalas, camps. Everywhere it was there. So every mission center had a BMI chart also made. Every mission center. So wherever Gurudev used to go, then BMI chart. Now slowly others also started using. So some of the acharyas in Chinmaya mission were using. So see, but one thing about Gurudev was that he was a very creative person. And he understood that people can be creative differently. He did not insist or express or feel that everybody should use it. And enormous freedom he gave to the teachers of Vedanta within the mission to decide how they want to teach. And therefore, it is not that even now in the mission, some acharyas use, some acharyas don't use. Okay? Like that. But then this is a very beautiful tool to understand Vedanta. Okay? Now, I should explain what is this. No? You see here on top is Om. Right? And then here you have V. And with Gurudev, no, he would not even see this and put. If he does this, Om. Here V, P, M, I. Except perfectly it will go. Now for me, now I have to see and put actually Om. Na? But Gurudev had so much, he was continuously using, and like this, very automatically will go BMI, PFT, OET, and suppose he says O. So in mind O goes here. And Gurudev O will go perfect. And when we were listening to Gurudev, we did not have to see the chart, see Gurudev, and the difference was not there. Suppose in the school or somewhere the teacher is explaining with a chart or something, you have to listen to the teacher, then you have to see the chart. There's a lot of difficulty, you have to shift from teacher to chart, chart to teacher, teacher to chart, chart to teacher. But with Gurudev, this chart and Gurudev became one. We did not even feel that there's a chart. It was so seamless. It became integrated. And 1.5 hours, also 2 hours also, whatever, even however complex the point is, with this it will become so easy. So here you have Om, and then you have V, and then you have BMI. Okay? And then you have PFT, OET. So just you look at this chart. I'll give you 1 minute time. You look at this chart carefully, and you should mentally create this picture in your chart, and you should tell me now. Okay? Look at this chart. If you have got it in your mind, you draw it in your notebook without looking at it, okay? If you have got it, you draw it in your notebook. Without looking at here, okay? Show me. Arrows are missing. Anup should not look. Without looking, you must draw. Those are finished, just show me. Show me. Just from there you show. Okay. Okay. What? Show me Om. Om. Your Om you show. Okay. 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 Lines. Is there? Uh-huh. You put BMI, PFT, OET so close. You can't make lines. Okay. All right. So now you have got it. So can we say it together? Om, V, together, okay? Without looking at the chart. Om, V, B, together. சேர்ந்து சொல்லுங்க. Om, V, BMI, okay? BMI, PFT, OET. Again, Om, V, BMI, PFT, OET. Again, Om, V, BMI, PFT, OET. Start from bottom. OET, bottom. OET, PFT, BMI, V, Om. So again bottom. OET, PFT, BMI, V, Om. Top. Om, V, BMI, PFT, OET. Okay. Now I must tell you what this BMI, PFT, OET is not. Om. Just the terms I'm going to tell you now. Okay. Om. By now you must have heard these terms, Aatman. Our real nature, actual self, true self. Okay. Om. Also you must have heard the word vasana. Vasanas. B, you can easily guess. B is body. Sometimes in Malayalam, I heard this. Instead of body, they say body. Body. Sharira. Body. Body. Next, M also, I'm sure you will guess. Mind. I also, I think you will know. Intellect. Okay? So BMI is body, mind, intellect. You go down. This will come little. I think O also you can guess. Object. E also I'm sure some with little effort you will be able to guess. Emotions. T, thought. So objects, emotions, thoughts. Here body, singular. Singular, all of them are singular. Singular. One, only one. Body, mind, intellect. But when it comes here, plural. Objects, emotions, thoughts. You get it? So Om, vasana, body, mind, intellect, objects, emotions, thoughts. Okay? Now here, can you guess what it is? Perceiver. Correct, perceiver. You must have heard somewhere before. Otherwise, not easy to guess that. Perceiver. Okay. Now, if you know before, do not tell. I will give you a clue. This is connected with the mind and ends with ER, like perceiver, ER. It also ends with ER, but connected with the mind. Feeler, correct. Feeler. Here, this you should easily guess now. Thinker. Okay. So now let us again say the BMI chart, this time with the names. What will you say here? Om Aatman. Okay. Aatman. Then vasana, body, mind, intellect, perceiver, feeler, thinker, objects, emotions, thoughts. Shall we try again? Aatman, vasana, body, mind, intellect, perceiver, feeler, thinker, objects, emotions, thoughts. Without looking at it now. First we'll say Om BMI, that one we'll say, and then we will say this. Okay? Without looking. Okay? Om vasana, Om V B M I. Okay, BMI. BMI PFT OET. Okay? Om V BMI PFT OET. Now the translation. Aatman, vasana, body, mind, intellect, perceiver, feeler, thinker, objects, emotions, thoughts. Okay? Now this chart you all know. Now we will start looking at this chart. What is the connection? Do you see the arrows and all? Yeah? So that means there should be a connection. Is it not? What is our real nature? Our real nature is Aatman. That is our real nature. Our real nature is not body. Yeah? Is body our real nature? No. We have a body. But body is not me. Like for example, I have the spectacles. But the spectacle is not me. Whenever I say my, what happens? That which is mine is different from me. So, my. So, my watch. When I say my watch, what happens to the watch? Watch and me are different. So, let's say my book. Book and me are different. The same way I say my body. That means what? Body and me are different. And this body is not always the same also. Earlier it was a baby form. Small baby. You can keep that baby within this. Only this much size. Newborn baby. Newborn baby means what? We all were this size. At one time. Now we can't imagine that we were this size. Before that in mothers, even smaller than that. Was it not? In mother's stomach when we were there, smaller than that. And there was a time that we were so small, the body was so small, we require a microscope to see. Yes or no? So from that microscopic form, now we have come to so big, with a beard, a mustache, with long hair, etc., etc., is it not? So that is the body that we have. We are not going to have this body till the end also. This very body. It is going to become old. Middle age will come. And after middle age, old age will come. And after old age, death will also come. For what? For the body. Not for me, the Aatman. Okay. So this that I have is one thing, important thing I have, which others look, which is physical, which is external, and which is gross, stula. Physical is gross. Nowadays the word gross has got many meanings. Now those two children are there, no? Two small children. Have you seen? Anjali and Maya. So I was taking them for a walk yesterday. They looked at some small creature, little ugly looking, which was going like this. They looked at it. Grass. Grass. Grass is not, they are not using grass in the sense where I am using now. In English, the word grass also means something very ugly, something you don't want to touch, something you keep away from. That is called grass. Here when I say grass, in Sanskrit, what is the term for that? Stula. So this is the body I have, and this body is physical. This body is what is seen, and this body is called as Stula Sharira. You heard the term Stula Sharira? Yes. 3 Shariras are there, you remember? Stula, Sukshma, Karana. 3 Shariras are there. And all these are not me. They are Sharira. What is Sharira? Sharira is that which covers me. Sharira is not me. So, Aatman has a body. Aatman is not a body. In the same way, Aatman has a mind. We say my mind. Just as how we say my body, we say my mind also. And you know the mind also. Suppose one day the mind is not in a good mood. You know that, is it not? You know that. And any time small thing also you become angry. Then they say, don't go near him, his mood is not good. Sometimes they ask also, how is his mood? Especially father's mood and all those things, to talk anything. You go to mother and then you say, this is the matter. Mother says, don't discuss now, his mood is not good. And that mood, where is the mood? That mood all belongs to the mind. So this is another, like how body you have the mind also. See how becomes very clear. So Aatman has a body, or Aatman functions through the body. Correct? Aatman functions through the mind. So we have a body, we have a mind, but we have another very important faculty also, another important equipment also, and that is intellect. We are not always emotional. Now, all of us have emotions, but now we are not using our emotions now. What are we using? We are using our intellect, thinking faculty. One is physical faculty, another is emotional faculty. Faculty means instrument. Okay, instrument. So I can say physical faculty or I can say physical instrument. Can you tell me one more word for instrument? I have already used one word, faculty. Next word, instrument. One more word. Equipments. Upakarana. Malayalam, Sanskrit also upakarana. Upakarana is there. So, first word, faculty. Second word, instrument. Third word, equipment. So, all these three words Gurudev would use. Om functioning through the equipments of the body, mind and intellect. If you listen to Gurudev. We are all possessed of three faculties. The body, the mind, the intellect. Our faculty. Okay. So faculty, instruments, equipments. So suppose I ask you, based on the BMI chart, what are the three equipments that the Aatman functions through? Body, mind, intellect. Now you tell me, I already told you, we have said three Shariras, right? Stula, Sukshma, Karana. Now you look at this chart and you tell me which is the Stula Sharira, which is the Sukshma Sharira, which is the Karana Sharira. Wait. Slowly think. Don't immediately answer. Three Shariras. Stula, Sukshma, Karana. Now go ahead. Body is Stula Sharira. Sukshma Sharira? Mind. Okay. Sukshma Sharira is mind. And Karana Sharira? Intellect. What is Sukshma Sharira? Stula Sharira is physical, gross, we said. What is Sukshma Sharira? Sukshma, the word Sukshma means what? Subtle. You cannot perceive. Mind is Sukshma Sharira. Now intellect is said to be Karana Sharira. I am saying that is not correct. What is Karana Sharira? Karana is that which is a reason. Can you say intellect is the reason for the mind? Can you say intellect is the reason for the mind? No. What is the difference between mind and intellect? When the thoughts are in an emotional state, chanchala state, right? Not necessarily chanchala state also, in an emotion state. Then such a thought is called mind. The example I give for mind, please do not think mind means always emotion. Mind also has got ups and downs. Ups and downs. Emotions always has got ups and downs. But confusion also has got ups and downs. Did you lock your room and come? You locked? Sure? Sure? I sure. Really? Now she moved between mind and intellect. Did you lock the room? Yes. And I asked, are you sure? Did I lock or not? That is mind. Ups and downs. And then immediately, no, I locked. Now again I'm asking, did you lock? Yes, I locked. Now that is intellect now. When it has got ups and downs, we call it as mind. And the same thoughts, now I'm using a word. The mind with the thoughts which have got ups and downs, when they graduate to become steady. What is the word I used? Graduate. They become. They progress. After 12th, you go to graduation. Nah? You progress. So when thoughts, they graduate from confusion to steadiness, the thought is called as intellect. The same thoughts only which become called mind or intellect. Same thoughts. In a state of confusion and emotion, it is called mind. In a state of firmness and steadiness and objectivity, it is called as intellect. Same thought. But thought changes, na? It is a flow of thoughts. At some point of time, it becomes, confused. It becomes emotional. Then, slowly what happens that the thought, it becomes steady. It becomes clear. Doubts go. And it becomes steady. So, thought first has got this kind of movements, ups and downs. And the thought becomes steady later on. Then, what happens? These thoughts at its different phases. Phases. P-H-A-S-E-S, not F-A-C-E-S. Phase. You know the word phase? Phase means what? At different levels. It's called mind or intellect. So you cannot say intellect is karana. If you say intellect is karana, intellect must cause the mind. But really speaking, mind only slowly becomes intellect. Do you see that? Body is physical, sthula. Intellect is not karana. So where is karana here? Can you say mind is karana? Mind is sukshma. Intellect also is sukshma. So body is sthula sharira. Mind and intellect, both of them are sukshma sharira. Because they are thoughts only. You should find out what is the cause of thoughts. Between both of them, they keep changing. Intellect becomes mind, mind becomes intellect, they keep on changing. Now you saw in that case, isn't it? Just now I asked her, did you lock? She said yes, it was intellect. Did you really lock? Mind. No, you have not locked. No, I locked. Intellect. Think carefully. Mind. You see, it keeps moving. So both mind and intellect together become Sukshma Sharira. So now we have seen in the BMI chart what is Sthula Sharira, what is Sukshma Sharira. Now you find what is Karana Sharira. V is Karana Sharira. How do you say V is Karana Sharira? Only because of vasanas. Now for example, here they give tea, na? Here they give tea. I think during camp time they give tea and coffee also. Correct? And at that time you also take coffee. How many of you take tea? How many of you take coffee? What is your preference? Only tea. Sometimes coffee. Anybody here prefers coffee? Coffee. So 3 coffee, 3 tea, 1 coffee also, tea also. Isn't it? Now, when the tea is there and coffee is there, now this kind of thoughts can happen. What can be there? Wow, today coffee is there. Let me try. Now, how did that thought come? Wow, coffee is there. Let me try coffee. Let me have coffee. How did that come? Because inside there is a deep impression. Suppose you take, suppose this paper is there, na? Suppose I take a pen and you see here? Do you see impression? You can see or no? No. Red color impression is there. How did this impression come? I have written here. Now, very lightly I have written, and therefore the impression is light. Now, suppose very strongly I write, because I was just lying down on my bed and then I wrote BMI, PFT, OET. But suppose I sit on the table and then I take a strong pen and write BMI, then what will happen? The impression also will be strong. So how can we have an impression? When we do something strongly, we can have an impression. Correct? Suppose some work is there and then you take the coffee, and impression is not found much. Suppose you take that. Then impression is formed. Why? Because you are doing an action with lot of strength, lot of inner experience. You understand? When you do something with lot of this kind of inner experience, even once you do, impression will come. So one action with lot of inner involvement, inner experience, you do, impression will come. That is one way to create impression. Another way to create impression is one action for a long time. One action for a long time. Example, anyone here likes dark chocolate? Dark chocolate. Dark chocolate? Milk chocolate is there, na? Milk chocolate, dark chocolate is there. They will write 70% cocoa, 80%, 85%, 90% also will be there. And it will be bitter. First time you take dark chocolate, why they call this chocolate? See, children never like dark chocolates, usually. But then, as you start, first time, second time, third time, fourth time, 10th time, 20th time, 50th time, then you get what is called a cultivated taste. Isn't it? Cultivated taste. And once you get that, then when you go to the shop to purchase chocolate also, you will say, do you have dark chocolate? Now this is not because one time full experience. This is many times same experience. What time you all get up here? 4:30. Always you are getting up at 4:30? No. What to do? No option left here. We have to get up. Now, as you keep, now how many months you are getting up at 4:30? 2 months? 2 months now. Now, I can't say for everybody. 4:15, 4:30, you will get up. Naturally. And that impression is strong. Only then you are getting up. Suppose you are always in your home, you got up at 7 o'clock, 7:30, 6:30, 7 o'clock, suppose you got up. Even 2 months here experience, you will not get up at 4:30. Because many years, you got up at 7 o'clock. So that amount of impression you have collected, now only 2 months you have got up at 4:30. So as soon as you finish your course and go, immediately it won't go to 7 o'clock, it will go to 6 o'clock. Because that impression and this impression are fighting inside. You do not know. They are fighting inside. Okay? And it is this impression becomes a thought. So slowly if you start practicing this 4:30 throughout your life, Immediately you'll get up at 4:30. How? How did the thought 4:30, you're getting up thought, the thought only woke you up, is it not? How did the thought come? Because the impression is strong. So what is left after an action is called vasana. What is left after? Vasana. If you take a flower and after you remove the flower also the fragrance is there, isn't it not? Suppose you take this flower, the nice, it's not there no? That beautiful flower. What do they call? Nagalinga, no? Nagalinga pushpa. Suppose you take the Nagalinga pushpa in your hand, and after that you take that and put to Bhagavan Shankaracharya. And afterwards your hand also smells. The action is over, but there is a smell. Vasana. That I'm coming to that point. That is only Karana Sharira. Because that only causes the thought again. So many times you got up at 4:30 action you have done. Now what has happened? That becomes now an impression. And that impression becomes a thought. And you get up. Also, because so many times you have drunk coffee or one time you enjoyed coffee so much, then what happens? That impression wakes up as a thought. And then what happens? I want coffee. Now I want coffee is at the intellect. Okay? Because strong thought. Whenever a thought is strong, decisive, please understand it is intellect. Then what will happen? Suppose you are used to drinking, let's say tea or coffee, whatever it is there at a particular time. 6:30 na here? 6:30. I think you finish your yoga and then go. And then you have your tea, is it not? So, when you immediately, what happens? 6:30, tea. Why is it not ending? Why is the class not ending? You look behind. Class should be finished in time. Class they will start in time but not end in time. All kinds of thoughts come. Why these kinds of thoughts are coming? Because you have firmly, there's a desire. I want tea. No change in that intellect. Correct thought or wrong thought is a different matter. A firm thought is called intellect. And as soon as that firm thought is there, side thoughts will start happening. Lot of other thinking will start happening. And then it becomes mind. And then emotions also will come. Anger also will come. And suppose there's somebody who finishes class exactly at time, love also will come. It becomes mind. You get it? So this vasana, what is the meaning of vasana I said? After every action, the subtle impression is called vasana. But please think carefully. Is it only an action which creates a vasana? Thoughts also will create. Reason for thought is vasana, and it is cycle. And thoughts create vasana. Another vasana or make the same vasana strong also. So it is one vasana, desire, thought, vasana, desire, thought, vasana, desire, thought. Now suppose you want to create a new vasana, what you should do? Thought, desire, vasana. New. You create a new one. How did you get this habit of getting up at 4:30 here? They told you. You have to report here exactly. What time? 5? 5:30. And 5:30 to get up means you have to get up at 5:15 minimum. Is it not? That is very dangerous. Better to get up at 5 o'clock. And then you tell, please wake up at 4:45. And from 4:45 onwards, the fellow is trying to wake you up. 4:30 onwards. Get up. Now a new thought is being created. First become thought. Then what happens? Becomes desire. I want to get up. Then you decide, no, definitely I have to get up now. Desire. And then it becomes vasana. Slowly, vasana making process. In English, we have a word called habit. Habit. You all must have heard the word habit. And there's an interesting about it. I don't know whether anybody told you or not. Very famous. Habit. H-A-B-I-T, is it not? Habit. Right? Sheelam. But in English, you see very nice. In habit, if you remove a H, what will remain? A bit will remain. And you remove A, what will remain? Bit will be there. If you remove B, it will be there. If you remove I, T, thought will be there. And if you remove thought also, where you have written, no, that impression will still be there. And that's why they say habits die hard. Habits die hard. That's Shikram Bola. Habit. And these habits are all vasanas. Vasanas don't go away fast. Vasanas don't go away fast, and vasanas are also not created fast. Vasanas don't go away fast. Vasanas are also not created fast. Okay, but it is this vasana which comes as desire in the intellect and thoughts in the mind, and then slowly what will happen? Actions through the body. Yes or no? So vasanas becomes desires at the level of the intellect, thoughts at the level of the mind, actions at the level of the body. So this is your whole autobiography. Who are you? You are vasanas, manifesting as desires, expressing as thoughts, functioning at the level of the body in actions. That's all. Suppose I ask you, tell me about yourself. Then you will come. Maybe mic also. My name is, example, Devadatta. My name is Devadatta. About whom is he telling? First he is telling about body. I am 25 years old. Body. Okay. And then I have studied M.Tech. Intellect. Knowledge. My hobbies are watching movies, reading books, mind. Okay. And I like very much cats. Some people like cats, some people like dogs, some people don't like anything. That is a deep impression, na? So who are you actually? Body, mind, intellect, vasanas. This is your autobiography. But who are you truly? Om. Because if not for this Om, none of these will function. If not for Aatman, none of these will function. And my real nature is Om only. But these are all my equipments. Please remember. We said na equipment. And with all of them we can say my. My body. That means what? Body is not me. My mind. My intellect. My vasanas. All of them are different from me. But I cannot say I, my. Can I say I, my? You can't say. I is I. I can't become my. And that is this I. So now let us make some sentences. I, with the equipments of body, mind and intellect, governed by vasanas, governed or directed, whatever. You understand, not governed, directed, you understand, no? What is the sentence I said? I, with my equipments of body, mind and intellect, governed by vasanas, say that again. I, the equipments of body, mind and intellect, governed by vasanas, function in the world. Function in the world. Do you understand this sentence? Can you say the sentence again? I, with the equipments of body, mind, intellect, governed by vasanas, function in the world. Now, I'll give you 1 minute time, 2 minutes time. You convert all these things into BMI format. You understand? So, I you must put into the correct, in BMI, what is I you must put. There are so many things I've told, na? I, with the equipments of the body, mind and intellect, governed by impressions. I made a mistake. Governed by impressions or directed by impressions, function in the world. Because you must substitute impression with vasana, V. That is the homework. That is what I've told now, right? Convert into BMI format, I said, right? So impression you must change into V now. So wherever all this BMI things you can put there, you put there. And make your sentence now. And that sentence you must tell me. Do you understand? Question, did you understand? What is the sentence now? I. So you must change I with what? Om. So Om with the equipments of mind and intellect. You must change now into BMI. So Om with the equipments of BMI, governed by V, function in the world. So now I have already given the answers, so to say. Now, you please see carefully. I is the Aatman. You should not say Aatman. You must say what? You have to express the whole statement in BMI format. Not I. Om. Om you have to say. Om. Say the whole sentence now in BMI format. Equipments of BMI. Governed by V. V. Functions the world. There you have to find what is the world here. That I have not told. What is world here? In the BMI chart, there is a world. Body, mind, intellect plus vasana is equal to world. If there is a world here, objects. Function in the world of objects. So, what is the whole thing? Om plus BMI governed by V, function in O. This is BMI format. You getting? Om functioning with the equipments of BMI, governed by V, function in the world of O. Function in O. You don't have to say world of O. Function in O. So today what all we have seen now? We have seen Om, we have seen V, we have seen BMI, we have seen O to some extent. Some extent. Now other things are also there. But I will ask you some questions. When I say I, Om, functioning with BMI, governed by V, in O, when I say, what happens to this Om? Nothing happens, na? Om remains untouched. But I am saying that I am functioning. Who is the person who is functioning? Om experiencing through BMI. Om experiencing through BMI gets a new name called individual. Right? Individual. It is Om only. But Om, when it functions through BMI, then that Om becomes a person, a Jiva. Without BMI, Om is not a Jiva. But with BMI, Om becomes a Jiva. And that Jiva is also expressed in the BMI chart that we shall take up in the next class.